I'm Sherry Summers. I'm a senior. I read Dean Koontz' Velocity. The gist of the story is the girl gets into some trouble with a murder. If you like Stephen King, you'll more than likely love Dean Koontz. Dean Koontz writes a lot of details into his work.
Dale Edwards. I'm assistant principal and West Side facilitator. The name of my book is Cars. It's a celebration. It's by Quentin Wilson, and it's a book all about the different variations of cars. I read a lot more technical type magazines. Well, that's the way you learn. There's lots of good information.
Champagne Holcomb, Pushing Pause. Well, it's about this girl. She had this boyfriend. Her friend went out with her boyfriend, and like her mama was on depression pills and stuff like that, and then like she had finally died. And then she realized that she had this sister that her mama never told her about, and then like they finally found out that they was related or whatever. Stuff like that you can just read.
I'm Mrs. Little. I'm the parent facilitator here, and I love to read. And you don't have to just always read books. Somebody gave me this magazine, and it's called Teen Ink. And it's written by teenagers all over the United States. Check it out.
I'm Cartha Coker. I'm secretary here at Webster, and I'm also the treasurer of student activity. Right now I'm reading Morgan's Cross, and it's by Nora Roberts. Enjoy mystery, romance. I like cookbooks, that type of thing. Soon.
My name is Lieutenant Colonel George Giffen. I'm the senior Army instructor here at Daniel Webster High School. I like to read anything that has to do with professional, towards my, my profession, stuff like that. We got this called the Cadet magazine that comes in here at the school. So anything I can learn out of these manuals and books and stuff like that, or in this case, this little magazine right here, I can get tips and guides of some of the things that other students are learning and keep on the right track. It's a good thing to do.
Zack Love, zombie queen of Newberry High. This unpopular girl, she wants to go to prom. She wants the team captain of the football team to ask her out, and her friend do a love spell, but it's actually a zombie virus and it infects her whole class. I like reading a specific genre. It's called awesome. When I don't like the way life is going, I just escape in a book.
My name is Beth Turner. I'm the magnet coordinator for the Journalism, Marketing, Graphic Design strand of Webster High School. This is my book. It's by Al Tompkins. It's Aim for the Heart, Write, Shoot, Report, and Produce for TV and Multimedia. This book really helped change my life as a documentary filmmaker. I read everything. I read about 2 books a week. It lets you escape into another world. It lets you visit other places without having to leave your house.
Day and Night. I've read the Goddess of the Sea. It's about this girl. She's a U.S. Air Force sergeant. Her name is Christy Kennedy. She gets transformed into a mermaid by the Princess Undine, and she gets back to turn into a human. She gets to live on land for a few days. So the third night, she has to go back and turn into a mermaid. It's fantasy. Anybody that's interested in fantasy or any kind of like magic and romance helps me get out of boredom.
My name is Mr. Kelly. This was a book series. It's called The Dream House Kings, and it is by Robert Leperlo. It's a series of books that he has written. They're about a family that goes to a house that has rooms that are portals to other worlds. And they go through and they discover new worlds, and their mother gets kidnapped. And they have to go looking for their mother, trying to find their mother. Like reading, well, right now I'm reading about 3 different books. I've got a science fiction book I'm reading. I'm reading a book about an ex-spy, and I'm reading another book about a werewolf that is a cop. I like reading because it helps you to escape. You get into your mind what's going on, the stories that are happening. You don't have to think about the daily things that are going on in life.
My name is Tracy Ditmore. I'm a parent. I'm a PTA secretary and a SAFE team coordinator for Webster. I am reading Awaken. It's about vampires. It's just interesting. I mean, it keeps you from the time you open the book until the time you finish, and then you want to see the next book like immediately. Read since I was 4 or 5 years old, and it just gets you away from reality every now and then.
My name is Mrs. Johnson. 3 cups of tea.
It's about a man's journey to build a school over in Pakistan, but he not only builds one school, but builds 50. I like reading because it's therapeutic for me. It allows me to escape mentally, to use my imagination, to explore other worlds, other cultures without necessarily traveling somewhere.
Donna Hargis, I'm the cafeteria manager. The recipe book is all the recipes that we feed you children, and you have to be able to read all of these recipes, and you have to be able to use your math skills to break down all of these formulas. They need to be able to read these recipes, follow them, cut them down to whatever they need to cut down, and I have translators that do it in Spanish also.
My name is Ashley Hurlbut, Children House of Night series. It's about this young vampire named Zoe Redburn. Well, she's not a vampire yet, and her friends turn out to be enemies, and some of the vampires at her school actually turn up dead instead of the undead. Supernatural.
Carlton Gordon. The book I have today is The Hobbit. It's about this hobbit named Bilbo Baggins, who goes on an adventure that he didn't want to go on. I like fantasy genres. I suggest this book to other people, and I like reading because it keeps me from getting bored.
Kayla Richardson. I'm a sophomore. The name of my book is A Tailor-Made Bride. It's about a dressmaker who moves to a new town. She's opening her own shop, and the livery man in town does not approve of her. They pick her a lot, but they end up falling in love. I like reading because I get bored easily. It's something to do.
Bria Coleman. I'm a senior. It's called True Blue. It's about a girl who's new to school, and she meets a weird guy named Cyrus. They go on a miracle journey together, and they end up finding a dark secret about one another. Yes, I would suggest it to anybody that likes a story about teens and how they feel about being new to school.
My name is Linda Emerson. I'm the librarian here at Webster High School. The title of my book is Witch World, Swords and Spells. It's actually a collection of 3 books written by Andre Norton, all set in the witch world. Basically, the idea is that there is a gate in our world that if you're in great need, you can find yourself stumbling through into a totally different world. A world where magic exists, where evil really exists, where it slithers and crawls and walks up and strangles you in your sleep if you're not careful. All kinds of adventures.
Chapelle Valdez. I'm in the 9th. Thirst. It's about a girl named Zita, but she goes by Elise Pern, and she is a vampire. She has lived for 5,000 years. If you like reading about horror books and vampires.
I'm Misty Ornelas. My book is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The first in a series. It starts with the Earth getting destroyed, goes into really crazy adventures with various aliens. I've always been a bookworm. It's just, you can get lost in a book, and that's something that I appreciate.